Financially, mostly, from what I see. 'Cause, it's all about, everyone wants to be a big shot, but they gotta pay the price.
Congratulations. Yeah, beautiful. I'm here to support you.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
Here to support you.
Pacquiao looks sensational with that fight. Oh, sensational. No fighter. And you as my witness, as any expert, no fighter looks more sensational than Pacquiao looked the other night.
You named Manny Pacquiao. You clickbait in the name. He's 44 years old. Is it genuinely a chance of Manny Pacquiao versus Conor Benn? Have you spoken to anyone from Manny's team?
I mean, maybe I'm clickbaiting.
Boxing legends clash. Mike Tyson just released his unvarnished, unapologetic opinion on Manny Pacquiao's unexpected comeback. You won't want to believe what Iron Mike had to say on his recent podcast episode. In his recent podcast, Mike Tyson expressed evident worry about Manny Pacquiao's return to the sport. Although he admires Pacquiao's decision, Tyson cautioned that a comeback at this moment is fraught with peril. He acknowledged Pacquiao's legendary status, but reminded listeners that wanting to be a big shot again means accepting the consequences that come with it. Tyson's message was a mix of admiration and caution, urging the boxing icon to be fully prepared for the physical and mental toll.
Financially, mostly, from what I see. 'Cause, it's all about, everyone wants to be a big shot, but they gotta pay the price.
Being a longtime admirer of Manny Pacquiao, Mike was both concerned and in awe at the return of the boxing legend. While cautioning about the risks, Tyson also acknowledged there's no one more thrilling to see inside the ring than Manny. His admiration for Pacquiao's talent and legacy was evident, referring to him as a true showman who always packs electricity and heart into each bout. In spite of the hazards, Tyson is also aware of why fans and fighters can't resist.
Which contemporary fighter do you most enjoy watching right now?
Pacquiao looks sensational with that fight. Oh, sensational. No fighter. And you as my witness, as any expert, no fighter looks more sensational than Pacquiao looked the other night. No fighter. Name a fighter looked more sensational than Manny Pacquiao did the night before.
Let me sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather. How do I sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather?
All right, hey, listen. Then that shows that you're a neophyte in boxing. You know nothing about boxing.
Well, excuse me?
Because no.
What? I ain't hear you, Mike. What'd you say?
You don't know much about boxing.
You're a little uncomfortable up here.
No one said who was better. I said there's nobody in boxing that fighting that looks sensational.
Sensational.
The way that Pacquiao did against Rios.
In other words,
what do you think?
Recently, Mike Tyson caught up with Manny Pacquiao in a moment that had the fans fired up. Pacquiao was thankful for the visit of the legendary boxer, pointing to the friendship and respect between the two legends. The meeting fueled rumors that Tyson could join Manny's training camp or be involved somehow in his comeback training. Pacquiao's camp and fans are abuzz with the rumors of Tyson's inclusion, perceiving it as an electric shot in the arm to Pacquiao's motivation and camp vibe leading into the fight.
Congratulations. Yeah, beautiful. I'm here to support you.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
Here to support you.
Meanwhile, Manny himself also seems ready for the fight, as his latest training videos indicate that he remains in top condition. His hand speed, footwork, and conditioning are all quick and agile, recalling his prime years. Every punch he throws carries intent, and his movement reflects serious preparation, not just showmanship. At 46, Pacquiao is proving that age is just a number when dedication and discipline are intact.
Don't shadow boxing like that.
Yeah,
when
it's
you
lazy, right? Just kind of.
When you do the shadow boxing like that, what is that for? Because you can apply that in habit. You become a habit. When you shadow boxing like.
Woo, woo.
Like that.
The speed is still there. Woo!
On the other hand, Manny Pacquiao's trainer has accepted that there are some concerns regarding the age difference with Mario Barrios and Manny, but still believes it won't be an issue. He did admit that age will always be a consideration, but that Manny's training, experience, and discipline will prevail. In his view, Manny is motivated, focused, and ready to show everyone he still stands at the top level. The trainer feels Pacquiao's speed, ring IQ, and hunger will do the trick and surprise all those who are questioning his comeback.
I can see that we can train hard for this fight. It's a very, very important fight.
But Manny looks good. I saw a little video. He looks in shape.
Yeah.
He's fast. He's strong.
What do you think of the people? They're making so much of his exhibition in Japan. The exhibition he had with Akpo. Why do you think they're making a lot of it? They say he didn't look good.
That is a real exhibition for Manny in the last year. But this coming fight on July 19, this is a real fight. Yeah, this is a big fight.
So they're gonna see a different Manny.
Yeah. I promise, as a head coach, of course, all the team can work together with that. All the people, they have a comment that Manny is 46 years old, but I show you.
You know, Manny, people love him. He's the people's champ. He's 46. They're concerned that he's gonna fight again at 46. What are your thoughts on that?
No, don't judge the number.
Furthermore, Manny Pacquiao's son also confessed that he indeed had worries over his father meeting a younger active opponent like Mario Barrios. Still, he was sure of his father's capabilities to make it happen. He has witnessed the work ethic and dedication himself and firmly believes that his father has the talent, strength, and will to compete with the best. Though the age difference does exist, he has faith that Pacquiao's experience, legendary will, and knowledge will see him through once again and silence the doubters.
It was good. I can see my dad's, he's always stayed in shape year round, plays basketball year round, always running, and all that. So I think it'll be a good one. Yeah, for sure.
What do you think about other people that are concerned your dad fighting at 46? And he knows what he's doing, right? He's up for it, but the people, the fans that love him so much, the media, they're all concerned. What do you think about that?
I mean, it makes sense, like he's 46 now, and then like even me as his son, I love him. He's my dad, There's also concern there, but I believe in him, and yeah, he's shown us that he stays in shape year round and all that. So it's like weight's not gonna be a problem, fitness not gonna be a problem.
Several analysts have opined on Manny Pacquiao's return to action, with their responses ranging from guarded optimism to outright alarm. Among the first to opine was combat analyst Brian Campbell on CBS Sports HQ. He saw the glitz surrounding Pacquiao's return, but also flagged the inherent danger of coming back off an extended break, particularly against a younger, busy opponent like Mario Barrios.
Can he do it? I mean, look, the odds are certainly against him, but there's one thing about certain legends in this game. Think Bernard Hopkins, who fought into a very late age. Some of them, as long as they can physically get themselves into that ring, sometimes they can reproduce magic for one night. So it's a romantic situation. I got cats walking around.
Yep.
People are excited to see the Pac-Man back. You just got to kind of figure out, is this for real? Is he going to be for real? Or are we going to send him into a physical, violent retirement?
Tim Bradley also commented on Manny Pacquiao's comeback with a bold assessment of what could happen. Speaking bluntly, Bradley said that even if a flicker of the old Manny shines through on fight night, it will be game over for Mario Barrios. He admitted that Pacquiao is not near his prime anymore, but his explosiveness and killer mentality may still be fight-ending. Bradley also said that it would make sense for Pacquiao to return for the money, citing the monetary reward as a definite impetus for the comeback.
Obviously, it has to be pertaining to any kind of money. It has to be financial. I mean, any fighter that comes back, especially from retirement, a guy like Manny Pacquiao, it definitely has to do with money. One, two, I think Manny Pacquiao, his C game is a lot better than anybody, a lot of guys' A game, even with the age. But you have to take into account the last time he stepped foot in that ring, man, against Ugas. He didn't look good. He was outmatched by, a fighter, a younger fighter. Barrios is no slouch. Barrios is a young fighter, bigger fighter, knows how to, control distance very well, can punch a little bit. Like, he's no easy task for anybody in the welterweight division. And for Manny to come back after this long and to face a young guy like that is dangerous. And sometimes, these old legends, they got to get beat up several times before they call it quits. You know, that Ugas fight, I don't know if it was enough for Pacquiao. That's why he's coming back. But Barrios, he can he can finish Pacquiao. There's a possibility that he can finish Pacquiao and basically cause him to go back into retirement once again. But again, what they say, the last thing that leaves is the power. If Manny got any of that power still left in him, if he lands that left hand, he can hurt the young gun. So.
Not everyone, though, is partying about Manny Pacquiao's return. Former professional fighter Ricky Hatton complained about it, wondering why Pacquiao is being given a direct title shot after years of retirement. Hatton conceded Pacquiao's legendary status, but insisted that active contenders who have earned their way up the rankings are owed the chance more. He maintained that boxing must keep its competitive integrity intact and not be in favor of bending rules for bigger names, even legends. Hatton's words echo an increasing controversy over fairness and merit in title bouts.
A few things I want to quickly ask on before we start here. Pacquiao Barrios, Manny, former opponent of yours, a lot of reports he's going to fight Mario Barrios for the WBC title a number of years out of the ring. What do you make of it?
Well, one, I hope he doesn't get hurt. I think there's every chance he could do. Secondly, I think how has he got to a world title shot? Fifth in the world, you know. Imagine if he was number 1 and 2 in the division and trained all your life to get there, and then Manny comes in after being retired 5 years or whatever it is, and goes into number 5 in the division. Boxing these days.
Eddie Hearn also shared Ricky Hatton's sentiments in favor of the notion that Manny Pacquiao should not be awarded a quick title shot without first demonstrating himself. Hearn, who has been a vocal advocate for merit-based matchmaking, underscored that while Pacquiao is a boxing legend, fairness must be maintained among competing active contenders who've earned their spots. He concurred with Hatton's idea of tune-up bouts, adding it would be more honorable for Pacquiao to rebuild his momentum instead of shortcutting into a world title fight.
It's a very contentious subject, like, you know, people moaning about Manny Pacquiao. I think Manny Pacquiao is still good enough to beat most fighters in the top 20 at 147 pounds. He's clearly not the fighter that he once was. You're not going to be at that age. My problem is that he's been inactive for quite a long time. Like, we were talking about fighting him with Conor Benn maybe 6 months ago or a year, and every month or 3 months or 6 months that passes, you do become a lot older. So, you know, I guess there's two questions. One is, should he be fighting again? And at the end of the day, if he's good enough to beat everybody outside of the top 20 in the world, then why not? But should he be fighting for the world title? I guess that's another question. In the commercial world of boxing, the answer is yeah, probably. In the ratings world and activity world, the answer is probably not.
Do you think it's strange that he's coming off the couch and getting a title fight like that?
I think when you've achieved what he's achieved, you've always got the right to do things a little bit differently to others. And with all due respect, Barrios is not Boots, and Barrios is not Crawford. You know, and that's why, you know, we pushed the Conor Benn fight. Conor Benn, like, his best win is against Algieri or Van Heerden. So actually, Pacquiao is a step up. You know, people were still complaining at me for mentioning that fight, like Conor Benn is Boots. You know, but he still hasn't had those wins yet. So, you know, I like to see great fighters just slowly fade out of the sport, but also at the same time, if they feel good, if they feel they can be competitive, and there's a lot of money to be made, I also get it.
Seasoned boxing commentator Jim Lampley also weighed in on the return of Manny Pacquiao, saying he was sad the all-time great feels obliged to return to the ring. Lampley conceded it's hard to see greats test their limits beyond their prime, following already having set their legacy. Still, he noted the strong motive of financial security and accepted how Pacquiao could be motivated to fight once more. Though emotionally torn, Lampley admired Pacquiao's choice, but wished it didn't come at such a heavy personal price.
Sad, you know, just sad that he feels any reason or urge whatsoever. However, on the other hand, fighters fight. It's what they do. Hey, Jim Lampley was gone for 6 years. Was it stupid for him to choose to come back and fall a fight? Was it a risk? You know, was there a possibility that he could embarrass himself and fall on his face? Are there some viewers and listeners out there who think that's exactly what he did? Sure, that's possible. But I was back doing something I love and I was getting paid for it. So I understand why Manny wants to come back and do something he loves and get paid for it. But it's one thing to talk into a microphone when you've been a few years away and you're a little bit older, it's entirely a different thing to go in and hit and get hit. And he made ungodly, indescribable sums of money. So I wish it were enough. But I'm not surprised that it isn't.
Moving on, US media commentators have also had a fiery debate about Manny Pacquiao's return, wondering if it will be a heroic comeback or a perilous mistake. Others say Pacquiao's legacy is already sealed and that this comeback might ruin it if he performs below par. Others feel his name and experience still hold value and that he might shock detractors with a good performance. The split revolves around whether or not the monetary gain is worth the physical danger and whether or not the sport of boxing really needs legends coming back from extended breaks.
Manny Pacquiao against Mario Barrios fight is signed, done for July of 2025. Pacquiao is 46 years old. We haven't seen him in the ring in years. Are you cool with Pacquiao against Mario Barrios?
If I was cool with Manny Pacquiao coming back and fighting Keith Thurman, I'm definitely going to be cool with this one. Barrios is not a puncher. Thurman was a one of the biggest punchers in boxing. I think he's going to be just fine.
If Pacquiao wants to come back as a Hall of Famer and fight one more time, whatever. He didn't look good against Yordenis Ugas, and that was 5 years ago. We've seen him in these exhibitions looking fleshy, to say the least. It's meaningless because if Barrios wins, he's never going to fight a Boots Ennis. If Pacquiao wins, he's not going to fight anybody ever again. So I'm kind of indifferent to the whole thing.
Other than analysts, Manny Pacquiao's return has also attracted a number of challengers who want to leave their own mark. Among them is Rolly Romero, who was thrilled at the opportunity to battle a legend in Pacquiao. For Romero, the comeback represents a chance to challenge one of the sport's all-time greats, and he respects the difficulty it entails. The excitement surrounding Pacquiao's return has certainly awakened the competitive juices in younger fighters.
No matter if he beats Barrios or not, still Rolly Pacquiao. How many losses Pacquiao? Oh, that's another thing, bro. Pacquiao another one that don't give a about losses, and everyone keep tuning in for him, right? Bro, all that undefeated that don't mean if you're not fighting nobody. Nobody gives a about you. There's so many bigger fights for me. Like, would I rather fight, I don't know, for instance, a Pacquiao or Jerome Ennis? What's a bigger fight for me? What fight would sell more? Me and Broner or me and Jerome Ennis? Obviously, me and Broner. What would sell more? Me and Ryan again or me and Jerome Ennis? What would sell more? Tank coming up to fight for his fourth division, or me and Jerome Ennis? It's just basic, you know. What's the bigger fight for? Like, it's not. I'm not even talking about money. The money. What's the bigger fight for the boxing world?
As a reply, Manny Pacquiao just said that his priority is for the fight to be engaging and entertaining to the fans. He clarified that no matter what the result is, he wants to stage a great show within the ring. Pacquiao proclaimed respect for his rivals, but clarified that his priority is to provide an unforgettable fight worthy of the sport and thrilling the audience. Entertainment and passion are his driving forces even in this comeback.
What do you think about you and Rolly? Is that a good fight? Cool. Rolly, the guy who just fought Ryan Garcia.
Rolando Romero.
Oh. Did you see the fight? No, I didn't see it. He shocked the world. He won. Did you see? So you didn't see Haney? Haney was running for 12 rounds without stopping. I was very impressed. He ran. He didn't throw maybe 10, 100 punches the whole fight. You throw more in shadow boxing in 10 seconds. It was pretty bad.
Rolando Romero beat Ryan. He dropped
That's boxing. That's how you entertain the fans. Yeah, boxing became popular because of the support of the fans, of the people. So make sure that the fans will satisfy in every fight that you have. You give it to them. That's true.
Amir Khan was also keen on facing Manny Pacquiao in the ring, but with a condition. According to him, he'd do it if Turki Al-Sheikh handled the bout and the monetary terms were favorable. Khan expressed that decent money and good management are major prerequisites for him to entertain the idea of getting into the ring with the legend Pacquiao. His willingness is just an added dimension to the increasing buzz surrounding Manny's return fight opportunities.
And Manny got in touch with me as well. Manny was like, shall we do a fight? Shall we, like, he's quite serious about it. He was like, shall we make a fight happen? I go, listen, if you can get a funder, if you can get someone like a Turki Al-Sheikh on board, then why not?
There's no, I mean, that must be able to be made. That I mean, surely
you do that for the right money, right?
Massive. Look, we've had our best days, and I think a fight like that would definitely sell. I mean, Manny having a massive Philippine fan base, and all around the world really, and then obviously myself, I've got a decent fan base as well. So I think it will definitely sell, and people would like to see. You know, when people make comebacks. I mean, people always like to see them, see how the fight's going to be. And me and Manny are probably in the same position. We'd be both being retired for like 3-4 years. I think it will make a good fight.
And you're only 38 as well, man. So we've seen boxers older than that getting back into the ring. I mean, you're still at a good age where you certainly could box again.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look at George Foreman, the late George Foreman. You know, he was a great champion, and he came back. I think he must have been in his late 40s when he come back and won a world title as well. So look, in boxing, it's always that one punch. And at the same time, though, guys, is that I look back and think, do I need to get back in the ring again? You know, we've always been prize fighters. I've always taken punches to the head. It could just be that one punch that hurts you, and you know, God forbid you get hurt and you can't spend good quality time with your family.
Finally, Eddie Hearn hinted at the potential for a clash between Manny Pacquiao and Conor Benn. Though still in the realm of speculation, Hearn talked up a bout with Benn due to the potential that it could deliver massive interest with Benn's increasing profile and thrilling style. This would mean pitting a boxing icon against a ravenous young challenger, providing yet another compelling narrative to Pacquiao's return. Everybody from fans to pundits is already speculating on the buzz such a fight could deliver.
You named Manny Pacquiao, you clickbait in the name, he's 44 years old. Is it genuinely a chance of Manny Pacquiao versus Conor Benn? Have you spoken to anyone from Manny's team?
I mean, you know, maybe I'm clickbaiting. Maybe watch this space.
And if the WBC clear Conor, do you still have to go to the British Boxing Board, or would they have to just be governed by whatever the WBC say?
No, I mean, ultimately, it depends on the ruling on the test.
Thanks everyone for watching. What is your take on Manny Pacquiao's comeback, and what does Mike Tyson have to say about it? Let your thoughts pour in down in the comments, as we want to hear from you. Don't forget to like and share, subscribe for more boxing updates and analysis. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss an update. Until then, keep those gloves up and stay tuned for much Fight Night action.